Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. This is going to be the weekly tarot update for the elemental of air. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Alright, we're going to get right into it with the Romance Angel Oracle deck. We're going to pull 3 cards for all you air signs. For this week, this is going to be for the week of May 27th to June 3rd, 2019. For the elemental of air. Geminis, sign of the twins. Libras, scales, and Aquarius, which is the water barrier. Hope your week is going good, guys. Alright, summer is almost here. The summer solstice is right around the corner. Thinking about doing a reading for the solstice, maybe, for all the signs. I'm considering it. Maybe I'll do a live stream on the solstice. I might do a live stream where I just, like, go through all the signs, maybe answer some questions. See, sound off below if that sounds like something you'd be into. But it's a beautiful time of year, my air signs. We're going to find out what's going on with you. All right? Give me a clear message. 3 cards for all 3 of my lovely air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Show me. Alright guys, here we go. Let's get into it. So Gemini, flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others, right? So flirt. That's what it's all about for you this week. Enjoying yourself. Geminis, you're so good at it. You really are. And reconciliation. This came out in the last reading, in the Earth reading. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So this could be love, family, friends. This is a general reading, but I like to pull the Romance Angel cards anyway, just to get an idea of where your energies are this week in love and in relationships. So for you, Aquarius, it's all about passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this is a very passionate week for you guys. So we've got flirt, reconciliation, and passion. 3 very different. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So some of you may have children, may be dealing with situations that involve children. Some of you may be dealing with young relationships that are childish and immature, just starting out. Alright, children is at the bottom of the deck. So we're going to get into each one in turn. Let's do the Radiant Rider-Waite deck for your cards. Alright, here we go. Give me a clear message for my air signs for this week. May 27th to June 3rd. Alright, we want to see what's going on for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It's going to be a lovely week. Warm. All over the country, really. I'm in the U.S. It's going to be warm everywhere. So, what are our lovely air signs looking forward to this week? Please give me a clear message. Reaffirmations, warnings, energies to look out for. Energies in support of their mission or vision. Alright, show me. Show me what's going on for our lovely Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius. Alright, here we go. Alright, Gemini, let's see. At the gate, you have the High Priestess, the number 2. High Priestess. Beautiful card. And then 3, the Empress. And 3 of Pentacles. Wow. It's all about bonding for you this week. Bonding. Loyalty. Alright. Libra, you have 6 of Pentacles. All right, 6 of Pentacles for you. And 7, the Chariot. 8 of Wands. Interesting. 6, 7, and 8. So you're definitely on a progression. 7 of Chariot. There's going to be movement this week for you. And 5 of Cups for you, Aquarius, this week. Main energy, 5 of Cups. And cross with the Sun, 19. And 7 of Wands. All right, so 7 of Wands, 19 and 7. Wow. Interesting, folks. Interesting. 7 of Cups, so more 7s. Quite a few 7s, right? Spread across. 7s is all about desires, wishes, dreams, changing your dreams, surprises, right? Getting things you wish for and then realizing, are they really what you wish for? 7 of Cups talks about having a lot of dreams, a lot of different ideas of what you'd like. Are any of those true to what you really need, really truly want? All right, so let's get right into it. Gemini, you came out the gate with the High Priestess, right? 2s talk about balance, right? Dealing with extremes. The High Priestess is like, she sits there, she's so wise, she's gone through so much, she's the absolute balance of severity and mercy, right? She sits right between the 2 pillars. This is where I say that tarot is much more associated with the Tree of Life and the Kabbalah. You see that here in the High Priestess, where she sits between the 2 pillars. She's actually sitting in the pillar of mildness, they call it, between the pillar of mercy and severity. It shows a complete balance, a complete understanding of your dual side, the outer, the inner. She has the crescent moon at her feet. That means she has complete dominion over her deeper sides, her more mystical sides, her more sixth sense, her third eye, her intuition, her psychic ability, her clairvoyance, her ability to be in touch with her soul, right? To truly understand herself, right? That all comes from balance. Extreme balance, patience as well. Having a lot of patience, a lot of wisdom. The High Priestess also, she's not the one to like be like there to run and help, right? You have to seek her out. You have to seek her out. Okay, and then she may help you. She more sees you. You see how she's staring right at you? Let me see if this is this. There you go. Right? You see how she's staring at you there? She's looking at you to see, are you willing to do that work? Are you willing to do that level of shadow work? So this is a very, very mystical card to get for you guys. Gemini talks about really getting very spiritual, right? You're getting very into your spiritual side this week. Might be why you're having the flirt card. You want to keep everything else quite light. Then you have 3, the Empress, and she's all about indulging. She's just indulging, enjoying herself. She kind of just sits there. She's beholden to the Emperor. She's in the garden. She's not the Queen of Pentacles, you know, but she is the Empress. She's the divine feminine, right? But she's also kind of just sits and indulges. She can do whatever she likes. The Empress card talks about that, wanting to indulge in beauty. It can come after a period of when you perhaps sometimes when we feel not so pretty or not so attractive, or maybe we've lost some weight, or we've done something, right? We've done something to kind of boost our self-esteem, right? And now we're kind of really feeling ourselves, you know. That's the Empress energy as well, right? So it's also very nurturing. It's interesting that you would have these 2 energies there, right? So one is very much about wisdom and spiritual progression and work, and the other is very much about just kind of laying back and indulging and enjoying, you know, the beauty around you and all that you kind of like command in a way, right? Very regal. It's for those, you know, some of you who are quite popular and, you know, you have a nice social status, but it's not like you do a whole lot of things, right? But then you have here 3 as well. 3 of discs, and 3 here talks about work, loyalty to a task, to your craft. See, two characters seek out this craftsman because he's known for his excellent craft. He's known for his workmanship, right? His loyalty, his integrity, right? 3 is the number for bonding. It's the number for indulgence, and it's also the number for loyalty. That's why the Empress is 3. She gives birth, right? She is the embodiment of birth because 3 is the sum of 1 and 2. When 1 and 2 come together, right, there is the birth, the Holy Trinity. So here 3 again talks about loyalty, bonding to your craft, you know, to your word, right? Having integrity in your work. So this week, it's a lot of that for you, Gemini. Definitely in terms of your professional career or whatever like that, you may be getting some accolades. You may be sought out for your talents, right? You may be sought out. Somebody may come to you, say, we want you to do this particular work, right? You're feeling very comfortable and you're feeling very indulgent lately, right? But above it all, you're definitely doing some spiritual work. And I think the flirt card came out because as far as relationships are concerned, this week you're keeping it light. Right now, it's all a light. This is all about your personal journey. All right, so Libra, reconciliation, right? But you have a 6 of Cups, and here you found balance, right? You found balance with material things, right? You're not greedy or miserly, right? You don't hold on to money with the death grip. You're willing to give. You understand the need for giving and having empathy, for sharing, for being kind, for being charitable, in the best sense of the word, helping those when you have the ability to help, right? You know, this can also talk about coming to a point in your life where you feel financially comfortable. It's not that you're rich, but you're comfortable, right? You're comfortable, and you also have a healthy, you know, relationship with money. You don't have an unhealthy relationship with it. You understand how to make it, but you also understand how to share it. And right now, this week, it could be that somebody's calling on you to help out. You may be a philanthropist, or you may be somebody who works with charity, and it may be that this week you're being called to work with the charity, either to give money or give time or expertise in some way. The Chariot is coming. You have a lot of opportunities. You're feeling extremely creative this week as well, Libra. You have a lot of options coming in, and I think you're feeling like your life is moving forward quite quickly. A lot of things are happening very quickly for you. Okay? And like I said, this is a very creative week for you. The Chariot 7 is about moving towards your dreams as well. The Chariot is stationary. He's not actually moving yet, but he talks about, it's like that potential kinetic energy, right? That stored potential energy, basically. It's not kinetic until it's in motion. So it's potential, it's stored energy, right? But focus toward a vision, a dream. And once it's released, you're going to attain it, right? Right now, you're just kind of formulating your plan. You're getting your ducks in a row. You know that, but you know the forward action is happening any moment. And you have so many options as well, right? But remember your limitations. 8s are all about limitations and boundaries. Remember now, you have so many options. Sometimes when you're feeling highly creative and your energy can be very dispersed, and you need to sometimes put focus, which is a form of limitation, but it focuses your energy so that you can actually come up with, a few concrete workable ideas rather than too many options and never being able to accomplish any. It's the jack of all trades, master of none attitude or effect, where you're trying so many different things, and you may know a little bit about everything, but you'll never be a master at one. Sometimes you have to pare it down. You have to know your limitations. So that's what this week is also about for you. All right, Libra, feeling very creative, but learning what can you handle, what can't you handle, and certainly maybe reevaluating your vision or your dream for your life, because you're poised to begin action on it. Aquarius, passion. Okay, definitely, because you're coming out of a 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, power struggle, grief. You know, but a power struggle with yourself in a way. I mean, the grief has happened, the bad relationship has happened, the cups are over, are knocked over. You see, they're done. It's in the past, but yet the character still stands there and grieves. He kind of self-indulgently grieves. His head is in like his cloak there. It's all black. He has other opportunities right there if he would but held his head up and look behind him. So this card is not only about grief, but it also talks deeper about self-indulging in feelings and emotions that don't serve you, that serve no purpose, wallowing in it, wallowing in grief, you know, being over sentimental, you know, which ultimately is self-pity, right? Over sentimentality and wallowing in grief is more to do with feeling sorry for yourself than it is anything else. Even if you're only feeling sorry for yourself because you're crying. It is at its heart a selfish thing. At some point you have to let it go and move forward. You just have to. Right? And so this card is a warning about that. It's a warning about knowing your own strengths and weaknesses and putting your own limitations, positive limitations in place, you know, limiting how much or how deeply you're going to indulge certain feelings of despair just for the fact of indulging them. You know, there can be limitations that are positive, and those that stop you from indulging in behavior and depression that is unnecessary is positive. So look at that this week. You're going to be looking at that this week, I think. Aquarius, it's a very passionate week for you. I think you're going to be jarred out of this behavior because the sun is coming out. And I think it's going to show everything in a new light for you. You're really going to be ready to start fresh and start anew. There is a sense of having to kind of fight for your vision. You're going to have to be very creative this week and deal with some of your naysayers. It could be that you've been kind of in this mood for such a while that it's allowed those of you who are like it's kind of allowed like your haters, you know, maybe people at work or people in your social circle. It's allowed them to get a little gusto in their step and come for you. But, you know, you're a creative person, Aquarius, and wands is not swords. It's not a weapon. It's about creation. So when you're feeling attacked in this way, perhaps in a way where you have to explain or stand up for your identity or who you are, the actions that you take, you can be creative in the way that you stand up for yourself. You don't have to fight. And you don't have to indulge in any kind of negative behavior or interactions if you don't want to. Okay. So let's get some clarity from Selima. All right, and see what's going on. Selima, please clarify this reading for our lovely Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius, our air signs. Could be that a lot of this week is really about self-reflection, right? It's shadow work. It's, you know, certainly for Gemini, you're doing a lot of internal spiritual work. You're feeling good, though. And the same thing, Libra. It's like you're ready to make a change. You're at a point where you're ready to make a change. You know, when a Chariot comes in. Everyone's got major arcana, which is interesting, right? So you all three of you have divine intervention in a way. You know, you have divine energies that are looking down on your situation and guiding in some way, shape, or form, you know, and helping you, perhaps, you know. Aquarius, the sun is coming out. You know, this could also be children. Aquarius, the sun sometimes indicates that there are children involved. It could be that children come forward that you have to protect or somehow be responsible for, and it causes you to kick out of this depressive mood. Could be stepchildren or godchildren or relatives or friends, or somebody may have a child and you may be asked to help them in some kind of way. And this is the struggle that you take on, but it ignites your passions, Aquarius. I just felt this extra message coming in for you because of this children card here. I think that was just for you. All right, here's a clarification for this reading for our lovely air signs this week. May 27th to June 3rd. All right. Help me out. Alright, here we go. Let's get the clarity on this. The Chariot, interesting. Alright. Page of Cups. Four of Wands. Four of Cups. Stability coming in for you, Libra. Chariot for you, Gemini. You're definitely moving forward. Your craft is bringing you forward. The Sun. The Sun came out to clarify the Sun. And the Queen of Wands. More Wands. Well, that's incredible. So, Queen of Swords at the bottom. Taking no prisoners, right? Being honest with yourself and those around you. Not playing a role anymore. Learning. It's the evolution, right? She's the watery aspect of air. So, you know, she's passionate in her feelings, you know. Her feelings are intertwined with her ideals and the way she communicates and deals with the world and interacts with the world. It has to be true to how she feels. She can't deny her true feelings. And in that way, she can't wear a mask. There's no poker face there, you know. She is who she is. All right, and this is why I like to do the weekly readings by elemental all at once, because oftentimes some of the cards for other signs will clarify for each other because it's all the same element. You guys are all elemental of earth. So some of the energies can be kind of like interchangeable, especially if you have other earth signs in your chart. So here we go. The Chariots come out and the Page of Cups to clarify you, Gemini, because, yeah, you're moving forward with love. Empress is all about love, right? Empress 3 is the coming together of 1 and 2 is the coming together. So it's also being ready for love, being ready for nurturing, being ready for motherhood, being ready to bring forth new love and creativity. But it's a very passive, so she's very passive in that way, waiting for it, right? But here comes the Chariot. So you're moving forward. There's going to be energy. You're formulating. I think that's why you're doing a lot of the spiritual work as well. But I feel like you're going to be moving forward as a result of work. And there's going to be a love interest there. Somebody's going to come forward with and give you just a little, you know, Page of Cups. It's just like a little token of love. Affection. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be affectionate. Right? It could just be a friend. But there's going to be affection. And why not? You're expressing Empress energy, which is very feminine and draws you in that way. Right? And it can bring in attention, affection, right? But you're on your right path. Chariot coming through for you, Gemini. You're on your right path. The shadow work that you're doing, the spiritual work, right? I want to say the attention you're getting for your work, right? Your ability. You've worked hard for that. And I think you're going places. Right? Things are starting to happen for you. Look out for this lovely Page of Cups. It could be like somebody just brings you flowers or takes you out for coffee or something like that. You know, brings you a token of love or something. Libra, reconciliation at the top again. So here we come down to 4 of Wands and 4 of Cups. Unbelievable. I feel like you may be coming toward your loved one, someone that you have been perhaps on the outs with. But now you're coming back together because the card is reconciliation. But 4 of Wands and 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups, however, is being stubborn. You don't want the cup, right? But you don't want what was there before. There's a deeper meaning to this 4 of Cups. It's waiting for stability. You don't want what you had before. Right? The cup looks very much like the other cups. So you hold, you wait until you see more, right? Until you know for sure that what's being offered is different than what you had before, that it's stable. Here, Four of Wands is the soulmate card, right? It's Four of Wands, the stability and agreeing to work to a common goal, which is what is needed for a long-term relationship. 4 is the number for stability. All right. 4 is the number for the need for stability. Sometimes when you have more than one 4 in your reading, it means the stability is coming your way. You know, it's the natural order of things. It's the way things should be. And that's what you're moving towards. And I believe that's why there's reconciliation. I think this is somebody you may have fallen out with and not been so stable with, but the love was there. And now, as a result of whatever's working out, these opportunities that are coming forward in the move, you might be willing to move. Might be that you guys were separated by distance and now you're ready to move, or they're ready to move towards you physically, to be near you. I think that could be why this 4 of Cups came up as well, because it's like you're waiting for that extra commitment, right? You want to be sure that there's more than just what there was before. But there's a good chance there could be, because the 4 of Wands is here, which is talking about both parties wanting to work to the same goal. This is quite wonderful, really. Especially for you Libras, talking about, you know, being stable, you know, finding stability, working towards stability. I find that Libras, it isn't so much that Libras want to be stable. I think that Libras excel in working towards stability. It's the work that it's involved in working towards stability. And that's why people are always like, I don't understand why Libras are the sign of the scales, but their lives are so chaotic. Well, because they excel in chaos. They excel in bringing balance to chaos, not just in sitting in balance. That would be quite boring, actually, you know, just to sit, you know, who is balanced all the time? It's the act of balancing the scales that the Librans, you know, quality comes out, their skill, their talent comes out. It's in the act of being able to handle chaos all around them and find balance and bring things into balance. All right. Aquarius, the sun. What else can I say? The sun came out to clarify the sun. I think this definitely could involve children, like I said, but again, there's affirmations coming through. Everything's going to work out. You know, the sun card comes out when things just work out. You know, the appointments just run smoothly. The dates happen. The people don't cancel. They show up. You know, one thing leads to another thing, and it just seems like you're fucking lucky all day. That's the sun. Happiness, manifestation. Queen of Wands, you're on fire. This is you, Aquarius. You got a lot of fire energy this month. Queen of Wands is talking about transformation. She's the most transformative queen. She's the queen who's gone through the most transformation, is the Queen of Wands. She's literally gone through the fire and come through the other side, right? She's cautious. She knows what it takes. She is a teacher and a leader, but she is cautious. She's not willing to just give her passion and loyalty to anyone. But she is a guide. She can help you. Right? She understands that fire can burn and it can be very radiant. So she's compassionate, calm, and empathetic. I feel like this is you after having come through this 5 of Cups, especially with this passion card. This is just how you're feeling right now. And you're just living your best life with this sun card. Sun and sun. I mean, like, how beautiful, how much, you know, how much more affirmation can you get? All right, guys, so this is the weekly reading for our lovely air signs. Where we at? We're almost at 30 minutes, I believe. Yep, so that's pretty good. This is for you guys, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gosh, I love you guys. This has been some reading. Check out my full moon readings, my new moon readings, my monthly love check-ins, all right? And if this resonated with you, you know what to do. But for right now, I'm just going to tell y'all, thank you so much and have a wonderful week, you lovely air signs. Bye-bye.